Good morning, EliteLyfe family. Hope everyone is doing well today. Today, I'm so excited to tell you guys about a trip I just returned from, which is at the beautiful private island of Islas Secas in Panama, located on the Pacific side with crystal blue Caribbean warm water. So not to get confused with the Caribbean side. So stay tuned. Have a lot of great content I'm going to share with you guys about the island and give you some more information. All right, guys. So as I mentioned, when people, our clients, or anyone specifically thinks of all-inclusive or everything is included, they think that the value and the quality of the food is gonna go down significantly. I must say that the chef, as well as the food and beverage manager at Islas Secas, has done a phenomenal job. Saul, who is the main executive chef on island, was trained in San Sebastian, Spain by a Michelin star chef. So you'll expect a Michelin star meal every night for dinner with 5 to 7 courses, where breakfast and lunch is made to order, but everything is fresh and organic. The island of Islas Secas works with a organic, non-GMO farm located in Boquete, Panama, which is just off the coast that you could see in the mountains, that they get locally sourced organic fruits and vegetables delivered to the island frequently. And the fish, as you can imagine, being on a private island, is caught right off of the island. Not to mention, we had some delicious meat cuts of some steak that was delivered into the island from other parts of the region, because Panama is not predominantly known for its steak, but they fly all of their meats in, so it's absolutely excellent. Islas Secas has a absolutely fantastic bartender. Every day I went to dinner or went for lunch, the mixologist would come up to me daily and say, "Mr. Cantardi, what could I make for you to drink today?" Each day I had him create something depending on what they had fresh that day, or what the weather was like. It gets hot in Panama, as you guys know, so drinking something refreshing, cooling, but not overly sweet to dehydrate you is absolutely fantastic. The service here is absolutely phenomenal. Most of the staff is either from Panama, Nicaragua, or Costa Rica, so you get that warm family-like sensation. I will let you guys know that when I left the island, I was extremely sad. I gave everyone a big hug and a big kiss on the cheek because they made me feel like I was family. And the pastry chef is bar none one of the best I've tried in my life. This pastry chef put together flavors that I never thought would go together. One night we had a miso chocolate mousse, that is miso as in miso soup, that was absolutely phenomenal. Another night we had a coconut Indian curry ice cream that he paired with some other delicious pastries. And of course at breakfast, who doesn't love a fresh made croissant? He made cronuts with fresh dulce de leche. Now, you guys, let's get into the activities, because Islas Secas, there are no TVs in the bedrooms, but Islas Secas was made to explore. I went scuba diving with one of the best instructors that I've ever dealt with. I saw eels, I saw bat rays, I saw schools of fish. I saw basically all of this different wildlife that I'm not used to seeing, which made it magical. Islas Secas is made up of volcano islands that have erupted from the ground or from the ocean ground. And as you're swimming underwater, you could be shortless or wear just a rash guard, no wetsuit needed with your bathing suit. And you could actually see the heat rays rising up from the ground, which makes the water absolutely pleasant to swim in at all hours of the day. After I was done scuba diving, I went fishing. I'm not a fisherman, but I said, you know what? I'm in Panama, which has some of the best fishing off of the coast of Panama. The tuna fishing off the coast of Panama and the ocean excursion or the deep sea fishing that you can do rivals some of the best in the world because of the way that, again, the volcanic soil is, the heat rays, as well as the cold shelf that comes up so the fish could feed a little bit closer to the surface. We opted for an onshore fishing experience, so we took one of the 2 CVs that they have on island. Were absolutely gorgeous with some great Spanish music and some beers. We took those out and I caught an iconic 40-pound rooster fish, which you guys will be able to see a picture of. This thing was about 40 or 50 pounds. And the great thing about Islas Secas is that the rooster fish for the area is very predominant, very well known. After I caught the fish, we catch and release, we put it back to respect the ocean and give back to the ocean as it gives back to us so much. Let's get into the accommodations. Accommodations at Islas Secas are absolutely fantastic. They have 3 tented casitas for you honeymooners, which are brand new. Those were just completed in October of 2020. They give you kind of that Robin Crusoe barefoot luxury feel. Tented with an air conditioning, they have a closet, they have a mini fridge, there's a ceiling fan, lights and all of the works, then to the right-hand side or left-hand side, depending on which tented casita that you get, you're gonna notice an outdoor shower with a dual vanity, as well as a beautiful copper tub that overlooks the beautiful views of the ocean, as well as the jungle there in Panama on the island, which is absolutely fantastic. And I don't know if many of you know, but on the Pacific side, the tide could change up to 5 meters per day. So when the tide is low, you could actually walk on the beach to get to the main breakfast veranda or lunch veranda or dinner veranda where everyone hangs out, which is fantastic. I personally stayed in Casa Grande, which was a 4-bedroom. The 4-bedroom was fantastic. We had sunrise views, views of the ocean, as well as views of some of the other islands off the shore. The islands of Islas Secas is made up of 14 islands. One of them is currently inhabited, but there's also some other islands that you could explore, of course, dive and fish on. And the last day we were there, they had a beautiful beach barbecue for us where Saul created a delicious meal of grilled octopus, steak, chicken, fish, and of course the organic vegetables that I talked to you guys about before. I then went e-foiling. I don't know if many of you know what an e-foil is. It looks kind of like a surfboard. It's about maybe that big. It has a big foil that goes down with an engine. What you try to do is you try to lay on this thing, you have a power electronic thing that controls the propeller. So as you're riding this thing, you try to get on your knees next and stand up. Israel, who is the activity specialist for the e-foil, did not give up on me, because when you're on this board, you have so many things going on. You have crystal blue, clear water that you see stingrays or fish or puffer fish, coral heads, you have beautiful views of the islands, you have, the sunset coming down, and you're trying to ride this thing at the same time. So talk about sensory overload, but it was absolutely fantastic. Of course, I've already done scuba diving, I already caught a roosterfish, and I already did e-foiling. How else could I top that off? Well, I got a fantastic massage and a world-class spa that they have there at Islas Secas. The spa is included of 2 rooms. I personally did a massage that included aromatherapy, deep tissue, and some sound bowling. You can get aromatherapy scrubs. You can get cold stone treatment. They have all of these different treatments that you could do, and the setting is inside of the jungle. They have a beautiful copper tub and an outdoor shower if you just want to hang out, and then they give you a beautiful refreshing snack as well as a drink when you're done. Overall, this experience I had at Islas Secas was absolutely fantastic. As I mentioned, we represent some other fantastic and amazing private villas. Islas Secas personally sleeps 24. We have villas that sleep up to 50 or 60 or 70 guests. So if you have a bigger group, that's great. But the beautiful thing as well as about Islas Secas is you could actually rent the tented casitas, the 2-bedroom, the 3-bedroom, or the 4-bedroom individually. Again, all of the food and beverages included, except for top shelf, which is at an additional cost, and you get your activities included as well. So when you look at it from a hotel perspective versus an island perspective, you're not going to lose any of that quality of the food. As we mentioned, the Michelin star style chef, you get the organic, locally sourced vegetables and fruits and vegetables. So it's absolutely delicious. And you don't have compromise of that quality that you're looking for because it's all inclusive. Just take that all inclusive or all included out of your head and just trust me on this one. It's absolutely fantastic. And so if you and your family are looking for somewhere to go, to have some adventure, eat some delicious food, and see something that's absolutely gorgeous, I highly recommend Islas Secas. Islas Secas can be found on the EliteLyfe website or in the link below. And if you guys have any questions at all, myself or my team would be happy to answer any of those questions. I was just there and I cannot thank them enough for hosting me. It was absolutely fantastic. And thanks to Dominique DeBay for always sending me on such fantastic trips. So guys, I really appreciate your time today. I'm looking forward to sharing some more experience with you guys. Stay tuned and we'll talk soon. Have a good one and I appreciate your time. Adios.